Hi everybody and welcome back to the Coderoom. All right, today it's going to be a really short one. We're going to teach you a couple of things you can do with paragraphs when it comes to styling and the CSS that you can play around with there. Okay, so in our document, we styled our headers last time and we have a little bit of paragraph text here. Now this paragraph text is not very big, it's only one line. So I'm going to add a little bit of paragraph text in there, okay? So what's really nice actually, if you're in Sublime, you can actually paste some dummy text into your paragraph very easily, okay? And what we're going to do here is we have movies have always been a big part of my life. I'm just going to separate that onto a separate line here, okay? And we're going to put some dummy text in here, okay? And that dummy text is called LOREM IPSUM text, okay? You can Google LOREM IPSUM. It's a random piece of text that approximates what real text would look like, okay? So if you were to put real text in there, it'll probably look very similar to LOREM IPSUM text, okay? But the nice thing about Sublime is that Sublime actually has this built in, so you don't have to go Google it and copy it. You can literally type LOREM and then hit tab, okay? Now, if for some reason that doesn't work for you, again, just go to Google, Google LOREM IPSUM, all right? And you can come in here and you can grab any LOREM IPSUM text from here, just copy and paste it into there, and it'll just act as placeholder text, okay? So refresh that, there we have some nice LOREM IPSUM text there. And I'm gonna do this for all our paragraphs here. So TV, so LOREM and then tab, and then video games, LOREM and then tab. So save that. Okay, got some nice paragraph text there, okay? So let's play around with this paragraph text now in our style.css. Okay, so we've already made it gray, but I don't love that color. So in previous episodes, we talked to you guys about hex colors. Let me show you that right now. Okay, hex color picker. Okay, just Google hex color picker and you can pick a hex code. So I'm gonna do kind of a dark blue here. So I'll grab that hex code, copy that, and change the paragraph color to that. Save it, refresh, okay, that's kind of nice. Now again, I don't really like the font size that much, so I'm gonna reduce that a little bit to 12 points. Okay, that's kind of nice. And I don't really like the spacing. I think the spacing is a little bit tight. So why don't we add a little bit of line height? Okay, so we can do line height. And maybe we'll make that 20 pixels and see how that looks. Okay, that's a little bit increased, but not as much as I was expecting. So maybe we'll do 40 pixels, we'll just double that. Okay, and just so you know, PX stands for pixels, okay? So that's looking a lot nicer, okay? Now we can play around with the justification of this text just like we did with the header. So we can do a text align. We could do center if we want. The default's left. Okay, so the center looks like that. Okay, not bad. We could do right justified if we want. Okay, kind of looks like that. That's kind of interesting. But for the text like this, I kind of like to use justify. And if you don't know what justify is, it basically means it's going to left align it, but spread out the words so that they reach the end of the border here and all nicely and all squares up except for the very last line. So we're getting the kind of nice squared look of that, okay? All right, so those are just some of the properties you can play around with paragraphs. We'll see you in the next one.